Well, hello. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Athemsys. Please, feel free to call me Athy. It's been a minute, especially since, being here in, my lovely single-player world. As you can maybe tell by the thumbnail, I decided to finally make some changes, and, just so you know, right? These changes kinda were already sorta happening beforehand, you know, like, the original kinda, sorta idea behind this world was, an armor stand scene, and I was like, yeah, let's just, you know, start YouTube, do a series out of it, and just have this season 1. Well, guess what? I decided I do not want to do seasons, and well, this is my forever world. And I have been, you know, calling it my forever world for a while now, but I never really made changes to the thumbnail and stuff like that. The only change I did make is how I called the save file, basically. Yeah. But it's finally time. I finally changed the thumbnail. I changed a lot of things, and you know, just learning how to be a better YouTuber and trying to implement what I have learned so far. So yeah, that's that. And today, we're actually going to finally start that project that originally started this whole journey. But first, I might need to update you on a few teeny, tiny more things. This. And that. Let me make a day for a moment. Or, well, there's so many things I need to tell you. So many things. I don't even know where to start. Let's make a day. Let's look at this again. As you did see, whoops, what am I doing? You did see a time lapse for this big boy, right? Not really a big boy compared to what I've done off camera. And yeah, I did it off camera. I've been chipping away at what I have been doing the past couple of weeks. And, well, look at it. I just love how this looks, and we definitely need to get rid of that thing. I have ideas and plans, but in due time, we have just so much to go through, right? So there's a new mountain over there, there's a new mountain over there, and I added fog back into the game because clear view had it gone, and I do prefer the fog and stuff. And just look at how gorgeous this view is, right? Like, I'm in love, and it's really important to me that since I've been having friends over to my single player world more often lately, it is important because this is what you see when you first log into my world. You pretty much, I think, spawn in here. So the first few bits is this. And I think it's starting to look lovely. Now, I do need to figure out what to do over there in due time, but that's not gonna be a this year thing anymore. Definitely not. But Jamaican City, some tourist destination, 21st century setting, a little bit of city skyline, something, beach resort. Who knows? We shall see in the future. But now, as you can also tell, I did add more flowers, especially since I now have torch flowers and pitcher pods. I just love them, and my blue orchids. And I put pebbles all over the place. I put resin into the trees. And I added grass by hand, berry bushes. Like, I just gave this whole thing a new Passover, do-over. I added stuff. Nothing too big. Still unsure how to implement Spanish moss into oak trees with the pale, but that is fine. It's gonna be fine. Eventually, changed a little bit here, but yeah, that's about it. Now let's have a flyover to the sheer insanity what I've done here, because there is the next thing that I have been doing. I have decalcified the entire ocean. Guess what? I'm in love with the Nautilus already. The 1.22. Yeah. I pretty much got done with this here. And a little bit of making riverbeds over there. And I was cursing through the entire thing because underwater work is just bad. But it looks so good, guys. Just look. And I would love to dive in there, but since I have conduits everywhere, you get the night vision effect, and then it kind of ruins this again. I put lichen all over the place because drowned, but I'm not too sure if it's helping or not. But here, I just love it. I just love it. This looks so amazing. Never going to do rivers ever any different. I love it. Definitely kudos to Gemini Tay, because of her, it's kind of that I started this, because I saw that she did it, and then I'm like, that's awesome, and well, here it is. And I love it. I do have to say, I also love hanging out here, because my island looks so small. Oh, that riverbed I also did completely change up. Because why not? Well, and I made it sand because it just looks better in this scenario. And we're going to do everything because I want all touching, everything I do connecting, and everything I do custom terrain. Because, why? Because I'm insane, probably. At least, if you ask Nessie or Lockie, for example, they'll tell you that I'm insane. Definitely. Just a little bit, though. Just a little insanity does it? But, yeah. Yes. This mountain, a little big. And it's still not the biggest thing I've done. I've spent the past month placing 500,000 blocks just in survival alone. We're not even talking about anything I've done in creative for planning. So yeah. Just to reiterate, this mountain, and that, I actually planned in World Painter. I took my world into World Painter, designed this, brought it into creative, and then I went to town with Axiom. Right. Also, then we have this. Ta-da! I actually don't really know how to tell you guys about this because I am well aware of which sheer insanity just this thing alone is. And I have no idea how long it took me. I have no idea how... I don't know. All I can tell you is this stone area is 7 single chests full of shulker boxes full of stone. I did the math. I think just the stone is something like 300,000. So, yeah. And before anybody asks why I didn't record, even though I do have a new computer, but I was an idiot and have an entire, like, Matica of this entire area, and it was laggy as hell, for that matter. And I don't know. I just wasn't in the headspace for recording anything, even time lapse. So I just didn't. But this is just a baseline. Just to give you another input, I pretty much left everything as is. I just lit it up with a lot of torches and frog lights and all sorts of stuff. So there's that. Well, okay. You guys now know me a little bit better already. I would like to think. And I yap a lot. So I also don't necessarily always remember if I yapped about a certain thing already. So sometimes I think I did, and then I completely neglect to mention it, and everybody's like, huh, what's going on? And other times I tell you the same thing like 10 times and maybe annoy you, but that's just me. That's just scatterbrain. But, so, the original idea of this entire world was a Jack the Ripper armor stand scene. So I kind of wanted to do something London-esque, I suppose. Late 19th century, to be specific. Jack the Ripper terrorized London in 1880. I think up to 86 or something. But yeah, I have been researching a lot because I like to learn. And this is actually a pretty great opportunity to learn about stuff. So I have been researching Victorian London and the class systems and what goes where and this and that and the other thing. And I've been planning a lot in creative the past week and a half, I think. Yeah, pretty much. Past week and a half. So yeah. What we're going to start today, because I kind of figured, we're gonna work ourselves from the slums in the dock area up through middle class and then some, right? So, if we look at this here, which now you can actually see how, massive this is. I might have. I swear, guys, I designed this in creative, and it's just the same thing. If you are flying around, especially since Axiom has a fast, soupy soup, like, I don't even comprehend the size of it all until I start, tackling it in survival, and then I'm like, oh, jeez. But yeah, just to reiterate, right? This is going to be Porttown, and my other influences have developed for this London-esque Porttown. It's just genuinely Victorian, European style, and I will implement also influences of Carnival Row, which is an amazing series from Amazon Prime, so go check that out if you're interested. I love it. You got fays, and you have what's the other ones, the pucks and humans, and it has also this second-class citizens and privilege and whatnot drama, and it's with Orlando Bloom. So really, really good. Definitely go check that out. Will be influential to what I'm doing. So, just to catch you up, what we're going to be doing today, I have designed an entire dock wall here, and there's going to be a river cutting through here. This is going to be the slum, there's going to be a slum entrance here. We're going to have the docks in the lower class pretty much here. We're going to have a middle class docks here, and I'm going to change this out and actually claim this part too, because the upper class is going to be the predominant area here with a library and, campus stuff and theaters and courthouse and whatnot. And I do want a Royal Navy, I think, over here. And guess what? I wanted to do something Italian Sicily inspired. So I'm also going to do that and have a small quarter here because back in the day, the UK did all these trades with spices, and guess what? They're just not doing spices, which I don't understand. But hey, anyways, I'm having fun being historically accurate, and yeah. Anything else I need to catch you up on? I'm not 100% sure. But as per usual, anything and everything I say and do, well, and end up doing, are two separate things. So always take it with a grain of salt, because I might jump around between projects a lot, because dopamine. I'm chasing the dopamine. So any of you neurospicy folks should know exactly what I'm talking about. Anything else? Yes. So, I updated to 1.21.7. I did already run my gold farm, so I do have, well, the bartering farm. I do have a ton of happy gas, or dried gas, but we're not gonna hatch one of those just yet. Not until we need one, at least, which would probably be around next episode, maybe. But by the time next episode rolls around, I am pretty sure I updated to 0.9 since that dropped yesterday or 2 days ago. And almost all my mods I need to record are up to date. But the only one that I'm definitely relying on this episode, which hasn't updated yet, is Flashback. So therefore, we're still on 0.7. That's it. You're all caught up, I hope. Anyways, before I keep faffing even longer, let's roll the time lapse.
Chase the highs, leave all your tears, we're on cloud nine. We live and die, and rivers we live and die, and rivers
Alright guys, this was a lot to take in. I know. In between episodes, so much new stuff. And then, well, maybe this was another 15-hour time-lapse kind of thing, condensed into, what, 5? No, I'm probably gonna still adjust that number. I also might sound a little different because I edited the video up until now, and then I realized that I'm still having my audio issues, and I have been messing around with it the past 3-4 hours. Not sure if I got it fixed, probably not so, and at this point in time I haven't, it's either the problem is sitting in front of the computer, which would be me, or it's my room. I might actually need to consider buying myself a carpet for, underneath my, what's it called? Computer chair? Right? And maybe another curtain, because I do have curtains hanging since my office is also my living room. And it's a big open space. Anyways, that shouldn't bother you right now because I hope I fix it to a point of this works. Anyways, let's actually talk about what I have done here. Right. So this is going to be the lower docks. Ignore that spider under there because I forgot to light everything up. Well, no, not everything. I lit up most of it, and then there's a little bit of, like, there where I forgot. I'm not gonna zoom into the spiders for any, arachnophobes because I actually found this thing. Where is it? Options, resource packs. Here. Fresh animations. Thank you. All extensions, which makes a lot of stuff look really, really cool. Villager variation and some other different models. For example, the spider model is really cool. You know what? If you're an arachnophobe, just jump ahead 10 seconds or 20. Make it 20. And if you're not, look at it. This thing is actually pretty epic. Like, I love it. It really has this tarantula vibe, and I think this guy is stuck. But I love the different animations. It's pretty epic. I love it. And I think my favorite thing is that creepers now are biome specific, and I think in the mangrove swamp, creepers are skeletons. I think I need to go hunt for creepers in all the different biomes to show you. Or maybe, just maybe I'm gonna put that into a video in a creative world just looking at creepers. Let me know if you want to see that, because I love the dev of that research pack. It's so fun. Anyways, back to important stuff. And maybe it would be also good if I sleep. I have a tendency to not do that, and I'm already yapping again for 4 minutes. Great. Don't you love it? I know, I talk a lot, but hey, you're here because you like me, so I guess deal with it. Anyways, so getting a little more input here, right? We have the lower dock side down here. This is going to be the entrance to the sewer system, which I will have the slums even more worse off in conditions than the lower dock side. And, yeah, as you can tell, I dirtied this up trying to utilize deep slate in all sorts of versions. I brought in gravel, I brought in basalt and smooth basalt and mud. Just to make this a bit more grimy. I mean, yes, now it looks all nice and pretty, but trust me, I have plans. And I wanted to, because you saw it in the bird's eye view, there are clean spots here. I know that, and why? Why are they there? Because my brain worked with, hey, let's build the docks, and pretty much that was my palette I was using, just the bricks, the stone, the andesite, and the cobblestone, and then I'm like, wait a minute, it's not this sanitary down here. So I added a lot of other stuff, and I added the stairs, and you know, that kind of was like this afterthought. But I already had 2 buildings put here and one over there, which is going to be a warehouse here and a factory of sort, which they're connected, but I haven't necessarily decided yet which factories it's gonna be. It's probably gonna be a cannery for fish since we're, you know, lower docks and whatnot. And pretty much a lot of the goods are going to be brought in by ship anyway, so let's have at least some food production here that we can have locally, which looking at the fish population makes sense that it's a cannery. Anyways, the other thing is I have this pretty much cluttered, and I think it's a nice idea to just give you a hint of how cluttered it's going to be. Like, yeah. And I cut it off. Like, these buildings here are much, much, much higher. So, that is basically what I'm aiming for, to have this, like, really, 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 really dense city population. No greenery, nothing. Because poor people. And we need to fill the space with jobs and living space, because that's just how it was. People were just living wherever they found space. Anyways, here is a like, this spot is still gonna be lower docks area, and I still need to dirty it up because I will have a wall going across here that's going to differentiate the lower docks and the middle class. And I will also have, if you look here, like this is pretty much where the river is going to kind of flow through, and we have a campus area planned here. This is going to be the middle docks, as I think I already mentioned in the beginning of the area. And yeah, there's going to be a wall going pretty much along this here, and somehow I will you know, differentiate the middle class from the upper class, which potentially just the river is going to be. But yeah, so as you can see, this is a nice cut where my schematic stopped, and it's just gonna go slightly over this way with, I don't even know what a thing is called, but basically the water is gonna be more uphill, and then it's, you know, in German it's Schleuse. In English it's Google. It's a sluice, according to Google. Don't quote me on that. Because, yeah, sluice, a lock, I don't know. Interesting. Yeah. Never needed to know that before, so now I know. And I'll forget in 0.5 seconds probably. Anyways, yes. So there's gonna be some sort of thing pretty much there. And yeah. So the next couple of episodes, we are actually going to focus on the dock area, and I wanted to already bring in some life. I am not sure how much I will be jumping around, but this is the current plan, and as per usual, I reserve the right to change my mind with what we're doing. Anyways, guys, I do feel like we have had, I yapped enough, okay? I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you're gonna come back and like and subscribe. And oh, before I forget, right? Working title, Porttown. Please, if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments below. And see you guys in the next episode. Bye!